Hi, welcome to the Resources Roadhouse Lockdown Lowdown. I'm speaking today with Richard Bevan, who's Managing Director of Cassini Resources. So, Richard, the other day you released an interesting announcement about your EuroWindow project. I won't go into too much details because that's what we're talking to you for. So, the announcement basically said that you're in the right area. You're in a good neighbourhood.
Yeah, look, I think it's a project that we've been working on, or we've had in the stable for probably the last 2 years, and have been working away on. We've had some encouraging results, and I think obviously with Chalice having some great hits a little further to the south, it just builds, I guess, the presence of this project for us. We know we're in the right rocks. We're getting some good sniffs of nickel and copper and PGEs. The exploration is working well, and then we're sort of moving that project through, so it's exciting.
All right, so you've got a number of targets out there. Of late there was one, the Avina prospect, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the most recent drilling. So there are a number of historical targets there. The project was originally sort of explored in the early 2000s. Really nothing's been done for the last 10 years. It has been prospective for PGEs and actually had a non-compliant PGE resource on the project from that time. We have done some work. We flew some EM, must have been early last year, to really, I guess, firm up these drill targets and confirm a couple of the drill results that had happened historically. And then we've gone out late last year and early this year and drilled a number of those prospects. So good to get those results. I think it's confirmed to us that whilst we've had some hits of mineralisation, like some reasonably good grade nickel hits, and it's been quite thin intersections, the actual intrusive or the mineralised package is actually quite broad. So we've had sort of 50-metre intercepts of these mafic rocks. So look, that's really encouraging. It means we're in a big system. It means we're getting the right sort of signs, I guess, and the search continues. And we've been on the ground out there recently in the last couple of weeks and have a ground EM program going back over some of these targets that we hope will generate future drill targets, and also some soil sampling just over the broader project area to generate some new targets. So there's lots of work to be done, but I think with some of the neighbours' results, it just gives us a little bit more confidence that we're in the right spot.
Cool. And of course, the EuroWindow project is 100% Cassini project. Is that correct?
It's 80%. Yeah, It's 80% Cassini. So it's actually a joint venture where we earned into the project. It was originally held by a Kalgoorlie prospector, a guy called Scott Wilson, who's well known in the resource space, and we've earned into that project and own it at 80%. And we've also picked additional land, which has come into that joint venture.
Okay, well that's good because I was sort of thinking that you're able to go out there and do a lot more exploring and focus a lot more of your own exploration work out there, because your main project, the West Musgrave project, which is a joint venture with Oz Minerals, that's basically being looked after by them, so that allows you to focus elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's been our strategy. We've been very mindful that whilst the primary project has been the West Musgrave project, and we have been busy doing work in that project as part of the joint venture, we've had to we believe that strategically it's important to keep going with these other projects in our own right, and I think we're showing the benefit of that now. It just means that we're more in control of that timeline and the opportunity, and because of where the project's located, even though there are some restrictions around how we can operate with the COVID-19 virus, we're still able to get out there on the ground and do some work and progress that project, which is great.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it sounds like you're busy on all fronts, which is even in these times when everybody is locked down, it is good to be able to have a bit of news floating in from everywhere. Yeah. So we'd sort of anticipate a bit of news floating through from Cassini the next few months.
Yeah, we do. Well, so as said, we've been out on the ground there doing the ground EM, so that'll finish up probably the end of next week, and there'll be a week or two of some analysis of that data along with the soil and geochem data that's been collected, and then we'll have some announcement out, and we're hoping what that will do is generate some further drill targets that we'll get on the ground and test.
All right, no worries. Oh, well, we'll look forward to hearing about that, reading about that. So, Richard Bevan, thanks very much for being part of the Resources Roadhouse Lockdown Lowdown.
Thanks, Will. Good to talk to you. Good to see
you too, mate.
face.
See you soon.